place to be for all the fans of mixed martial arts. We're ready for a full night of action with Mma Bushido'. We are in the beautiful country of Lithuania, and believe you me, it's going to be a special night. People have filled up the arena to discover some of the up-and-comers of the Baltic states.
2017, it's time for next fight. Blue corner, fighter representing Brazil, Rodrigo Mineiro.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I said we have a lot of Brazilians in the sport of MMA, and I had no idea we were going to have one right now. Rodrigo Mineiro. Wow, this guy is the talk of the town. He's the talk of the MMA world. He's been very active on social media. He's a pretty boy, and he's a dangerous man. And if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a catch weight bout. Usually fights in the lightweight division. Was weighed in at 73 kilos. So that's approximately 160 pounds. His full name is Rodrigo Ferreira Guilherme, nicknamed Mineiro. 32 years old, 21 professional fights, 13 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws, 7 KOs, and always an exciting fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, red corner fighter representing Lithuania, Vytautas Jagėla.
The opponent of Mineiro is going to be a man from Lithuania, only 22 years old, Jagėla Vytautas. 5'11", way less experienced than Mineiro. 7 pro fights, 5 wins, 1 loss. Now, did I say 5 wins? I apologize. Yeah, it's 5 wins, 1 loss, so it's his 7th pro fight tonight. 3 KO for Jagėla, a former King of the Cage winner. This man has participated in many tournament settings. He trains at the Rings Gym in Lithuania. Started fighting over 7 years ago. Only when he was 15 years old, that's when he signed up to his first gym, and he got the passion, he got the bug. Training in boxing and MMA and Sambo and K1 rules. This man loves to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting for the blue corner, 32 years old, official height 175 centimeters, official weight 73 kilograms. His personal record, 13 wins, 7 by knockout, 6 losses. Champion of Sao Paulo, participant and winner of international fighting tournaments from Gold's Gym, Brazil, Rodrigo Mineiro. Fighting for the red corner, 22 years old, official height 181 centimeters, official weight 73 kilograms. His personal record, 5 wins, 3 by knockouts, lost only 1 fight. Winner of SWAT tournaments, prizeman of Pancration Eurasia. Fighter representing Green Gym, Lithuania, Vytautas Jagėla. Ring referee Saulius Šeškevičius, Mma Bushido' rules, 3 rounds, 5 minutes each.
The biggest challenge in Jagėla's career. It's basically make or break tonight. He's fighting the biggest name, a man that's got a big mouth, And a dude that is actually very dangerous in the cage. Talking about Minero. And Minero knows that promoters love a personality like him. He's very wild, makes a lot of noise, but very efficient in the cage also. Very charismatic. You can see Minero switching stance a few times. You know he's going to explode. There you go. Super sidekick, almost Chuck Norris style. Jumping knee. You know what? That's exactly what promoters want to see when they bring in Minero. Just a bull, a flying bull, basically. Ooh! Super low kick, full power. Yagelo staying very concentrated, and he caught him, that right hand. And Minero was very focused. He took it like a champion, tried to grab his opponent, refused to go down. And those few seconds were very beneficial for him. Yeah, I think it's gone. The pain is gone. Let's try it again. 90 seconds already down in this one. Oh, Yagelo finishing off his combo with a knee and then a front kick. Super relaxed, Yagelo. And he's hurting the Brazilian. Brazilian coming back like a madman. So we got a styles clash now with Yagelo and Minero. Crazy man. Coming from all angles. Throwing everything he's got. And Yagelo, very precise, almost surgeon-like maneuvers. Oh, that was good. He calculated, almost like a snake, you know. Woohoo! Capoeira style. We want more guys like Minero. It's good, you know, we bring in a guy from Brazil, maybe to show the Baltic States champions how it's done. It's one thing to be explosive, it's one thing to win a match, but it's another thing to be a showman. Nice, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where you separate the man from the champions. That's how you notice how a guy is a good boxer or a good kickboxer. You know, when you can set up a combo with 7 strikes in a row and never stop, always trying to find an angle and an opening. Be careful, don't go toe-to-toe, don't go crazy to crazy with Minero. Try to take him into your land, not the other way around. If you want to brawl with Minero, you're going to get kicked. I was going to say a bad word, but I mean, I think you all knew what I wanted to say. I'm trying to censor myself. Ooh! I love it when he does that little step, you know. He's almost corking his hand and sets it up. High kick and a beauty! Yagelo in survival mode. Did not take it full speed, full power. And now you get the Brazilian Minero in the full mount. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, Yagelo offering his back. He got back up. That's a miracle, but he's got taken down. And this is where Minero is very dangerous. This is not a place where you want to be against a Brazilian. Going crazy with those loopy ground and pound. Now he's on the side. Doesn't have any control right here. 35 seconds to go now in round number 1. I think the corner of Minero should tell him that there's very little time left. And there's a chance for him to really finish out the job. You don't want to go in second round. I think he's going to be... he's going to face a difficult second round. Because with the type of physical aspect like Minero, carrying a lot of muscle weight, yeah, it's going to be problematic, and especially in the exchange. As you can see, he was cut in a nasty way. We see the referee now maybe bringing the doctor. I mean, the cut and the bruise he's got in the right eye is just, ooh, disgusting. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be that nasty. But that right eye puffed up like a mofo and opened up, and it's oozing blood. Kind of disgusting. I'm not even sure he's going to be able to come back now in round number 2. Let's see exactly when it came. We got the left hand in the exchange. Maybe it's the pain and the fright that forced him to, you know, stick his head in the body of Yagero. Yeah, it's over. He's not coming out. I think the referee stopped it. The injury is too nasty, and I think it's a good decision. It's unfortunate, sorry, for the audience, but I think it's good for Minero. You don't want to, you know, injure yourself too badly.
Please make some noise for fighters.
This one is going to be stopped right now.
2017. And after the first round, the doctor stopped the fight. And the winner is red corner, Lithuania.
That was a short fight, only 5 minutes, but super exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And I love that styles clash. And I got to give it to Vitoldas Yagero, this young kid. I never heard of him, 22 years old. And he was so calm, so cool. Took the challenge like a champ. Never really backed down from the craziness of Minero. But I mean, when you check out his win-loss record, I mean, this man had done many tournaments, so he's been in nasty battles before. And you probably recognized Donata Simonaitis, the promoter of this MMA Bushido event, and he's the man with a capital T, capital M. Currently on the combat sports scene in Europe. Let's see a couple of replay of the best moments of this fight. But I gotta tell you, if you want to focus on the best moments of this fight, you're gonna have to watch it again and again and again and again. Fight number 4 ends in an injury. Unfortunately ending in a great brawl, great battle. We had the loopy attacks from Minero and precision of Yagero.
I want to say the next Bushido MMA, 17th of November in Vilnius. I hope everybody come to see the amazing fight. We work hard for being here for you guys. Thank you.
Hey, you heard it from Minero promoting a next event in English. The Brazilian almost setting up a date.
Ladies and gentlemen, MMA Bushido Fighting Championship 2017. It's time for the final fight of our event, MMA Bushido Super Fight. Blue corner, fighter representing Holland, Marvin Abueli.
The veteran from Holland, Marvin Abueli. .11 with 12 professional fights, 10 wins, 2 losses, and 5 KOs. The Dutchman representing the Cosps Gym, been a European Bushido champion and also a champion in mixed martial arts rules. Light heavyweight action for this main event here. Marvin Aboeli £185.
Ladies and gentlemen, red corner, fighter representing Lithuania, Teodoras Aukštuonis.
Now that's got to be a mistake because I can see supposed to be fighting in the light heavyweight division, so he can't be 185. There's got to be a mistake here. I was told he was 93 kilos, so we shall see. Hey, you recognize the music. The man may be from Lithuania, but he's got Japanese blood, I guess. A Japanese passion. The Bushido spirit. Teodoras Aukštuonis, the Lithuanian warrior. Easy to recognize. And he's spreading out the passion and the talent and the story of Lithuania all over the world. The rising World Grand Prix semi-finalist in Japan, Lithuanian combat sambo champion, and of course a judo black belt. This man has done it all.
For the blue corner, 36 years old, official height 180 centimeters, official weight 91.9 kilogram. His personal record 10 wins, 5 by knockouts, 2 losses. European judo champion, MMA champion, nickname more for less, Komjin Holland, Marvin Aboeli. Fighting for the red corner, 25 years old, official height 184 centimeters, official weight 93 kilogram. His personal record 10 wins, 5 losses. Recent World Grand Prix in Japan semi-finalist, Lithuanian combat sambo champion, European grappling champion, judo black belt, Ukmergė Judo Club, Lithuania, Teodoras Aukštuonis. Ring referee Saulius Jaškevičius, MMA Bushido rules, 3 rounds, 5 minutes each.
And you heard it. This one is scheduled for 3 rounds of 5. Aukštuonis
Round 1.
against Aboeli. Round 1, and we are on the way. Aukštuonis is a very powerful young man, a little bit crazy also in his approach sometimes. Doesn't really know the definition of the word stress. So he's featured in this main event here for Mma Bushido. And we got him, Aboeli, who is fighting tonight as a light heavyweight, but usually a middleweight. So he went up a weight class to fight the giant that is Teodoras Aukštuonis. He's only just a tiny bit over 6 foot tall. Already has 15 professional fights with 10 wins and 5 losses. A lot of international experience. The last fight he was in the cage for was back in July 2017, where he lost against Carl Albrechtsson in Japan. You know, over there they have those very, very long rounds. You know, we have those 10-minute rounds. Before that, I had the opportunity to be in the arena for the win against Sergei Soka. A very easy win by Aukštuonis. And I think it's a good opportunity for a company like Mma Bushido' to try to coddle a guy like him. You know, you really want to protect him. The crowd loves him, and he can main event pretty much anywhere in Europe and fill up an arena. For Marvin Aboeli, I don't really know this this man. The problem in Holland, they have so many talented guys. It's like billions, it seems. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you watch, whatever the combat sport is, seems to be a Dutch champion. So Aboeli's having trouble now. He's slipping on the mats. You see that? Almost doing the moonwalk. Just pushed by 72. Easier for him because he's got those little protective gear on his soles. We're halfway now in round number 1. Trying to trip him. Aboeli refuses to go down. This position, you know, trying to get the knees in, controlling the upper body, not going down, and just, yeah, kneeing the legs of your opponent. Aboeli is winning this little battle. 72 is waiting for it. Try to grab the leg. Interesting, and I'm not sure that a lot of people in the crowd are really realizing how much of a battle this is, you know. They're having the same idea, just controlling the upper body and just booming with those nasty knees. And Aboeli is lighter, maybe not as powerful on paper, but he's doing a great job, and he's actually maneuvering the giant 72. And for my money, he's having the advantage in the exchange. And now the crowd, of course, booing the action, not realizing they have two great champions. Please remember that Theodoras 72 was a rising tournament semi-finalist in Japan. He knows what he's doing, and of course Aboeli, former European Shuto champion. Knows how to manage the pace of a long bout like this one. He's faced the best, he's beaten the best under Shuto rules. Oh, well, that left hand actually rocked him. He was in spaghetti legs for a second. And survival mode for Aboeli. Grabbing 72. But this is it. Getting the hooks in. And the choke right on the buzzer, saved by the bell. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, the ref and 72 had to confirm the submission is not going to be accounted for. Hey, listen, if this one lasted 3 more seconds, it would have been a rear naked choke stoppage. Wow. Kind of out of nowhere. It all started with that left hand. Rocked Aboeli. Then the takedown, the hooks in. Theodoras 72's got the perfect choke in, but it was just too late. Let's check out the highlights. That's going to be interesting. I really want to see where that left hand landed. Almost a chess game between the two with that very long sequence. Shoulder to shoulder. We saw the left hand land here. Tried to take down, but just too powerful, too heavy. 72 refusing to go down. He's the one that grabbed the back. Seconds away from the win. Let's pick up where we left these two off. Round number 2 for this main event here. Mma Bushido', Aukštuolis. He must not panic. You know, he's got to be very frustrated because he thought he had the win in the bag. He thought it was a done deal. He should be already celebrating with the pretty girls and the money and the trophies. But that's not the case. He's got a job to do. Aboili with the takedown, getting the points here. And he's got a big boy to handle. The former European Judo champion. Stepping up the pace now. Trying to grab the back. He's trying to choke. The same maneuver that actually fell for in the first round, but no, just too big. Look at that giant. They don't even seem to be in the same weight class, which is not the case, as I told you. Aboili went up for this one. And now this is bad news for Aboili. Head and arm control. You can see that Aukštuolis is trying to free that left leg. There you go, putting on pressure, and now he's got the full mount. The idea is pretty simple. Try to secure that position and just push the chest of Aboili, and he's now stretching him. Uh-oh. Aboili knows this is dangerous. That's why he's hugging him like crazy, just shying away from the impact. That's exactly what he needs to do, man. But he's got a giant of a man, over 200 pounds of man meat, of Lithuanian man meat. I don't think he's going to be able to hold that position for the next 3 minutes. I don't feel it for Aboili. Continuing to pummel on the side. Left, right, left, right. And he's just doing enough to avoid that the referee orders a stand-up. He's living a nightmare. Uppercut style, sorry. Aukštuolis is very high on the body of Aboili. Must weigh 1 billion pounds, must weigh a ton, smothering him. Can't breathe, he's being peppered. See that? Talking about the smothering. Even the shoulder is putting some pressure. Now he got the distance, and now he got the ground and pound. It's not super powerful, but it's just the constant. And the referee's gonna have to stop this one, because I don't see that Aboili's gonna do enough to defend. The punches and bunches. There you go, it's done. It ends in a TKO. The referee had seen enough. Aboili is still proud of his performance, celebrating as if he won, but that's not the case. Oh no, maybe he's not celebrating. Sorry, from the back, he seemed like he was, you know, throwing his arms in the air, almost like celebrating, but no, when he turned around, he can see the disappointment. Seems to be pissed off that the referee stopped it. That was the right decision. I think there was like 90 seconds to go or something. And there was no way that Aboili was going to survive so long. Another win for Theodoras Aukštuolis, bringing his talents back home, maybe preparing himself for a new Japanese adventure in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mma Bushido' Fighting Championship 2017. At the very second round, after 3 minutes 32 seconds by technical knockout, the winner is red corner, Theodoras Aukštuolis, Lithuania.
That's official. Theodoras Aukštuolis finishes up this event here of Mma Bushido' with a win He should have won it at the end of round 1 with the rear naked choke. It took a little bit more time than hoped for by the promoter. The celebration continues, and this is the type of event you can have with MMA Bushido. Great action, great arenas, and great fights. We hope to see you again very, very soon for the very, very best of international mixed martial arts. It was a great night. We had a great time, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.